sports in the National Football League. Welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visitor's sideline, there's the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor. They sprang the big upset last week, knocking off the number 2 seed. See if they have any more magic left in store. On the other side, the Steelers head coach. His guys, the number 1 seed. The extra week to get ready. We'll see if they're rusty at all. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from the Steel City. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
You think back to last week and how well they played in the wild card round, being able to get out of there with a win. And now is when the pressure starts ramping up, Mike. You understand you're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl. So which team is able to balance the excitement of being here, but also not letting the pressure of the moment get the better of it?
Over to here with Brown. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They find Brown out of the backfield. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. And they'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
Mike, when we pulled into the parking lot this morning, I mean, the place was... These fans have been looking forward to this game for weeks. They're well-rested coming off the bye. Best team in the conference all season long. They understand they're only 2 wins away from the Super Bowl, and their moment is here.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
You spend all week developing your opening script. What are you going to do when you get the ball for the first time, Mike? Well, I promise you, it wasn't go 3 and out and punt. Give credit to the defense. Nice job getting off the field here early. Get the ball back to your offense.
And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give, and here's Johnson. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Johnson. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
First down for Aaron. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
From the gun, Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. On third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's taken in, and he's in. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Steelers are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's tackled on the 29-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 1, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Here we go, here we go. Right in.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Rodgers now. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 29, here's 2nd and 9. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He gets that to his tight end, Smith. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. It's a gain of 34. First and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Again, it's Rodgers. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Rodgers going up top again. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. A carry here for Brown. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. They bring Chase in motion. Now, Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Here we go.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now, Burrow in trouble, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Burrow here on second down. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Picked off by the man who won a ring last year, Darius Slay. And the Steelers will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Rodgers. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's made. That's worked. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
that's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 5.
From the gun, Rodgers will swing this out to Johnson. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
18 yards. That's another Steelers.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Let's take it in left side by Smith. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
He's out of bounds at the 14.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. On the give, it's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. To throw is Burrow. Short one there to his tight end, Fant. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Brown. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 180. 180.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they do not cut into the deficit. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a 1st down. Throwing is Burrow. Has caught Gesicki on the right. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
180.
2nd down, Burrow. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the Steelers' 2-yard line.
11.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
180.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
Needing the tough yards. They'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Steelers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And with the season winding down, he continues to put up the big numbers. Let's take a look at some of the leading candidates to take home the award for offensive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard
On this first down, it's Johnson. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, that is out of his reach, overshooting him on the deep ball. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll try to run for it.
A gain of 9 yards.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. A nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Another run here with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle. Here's a screen set up for Warren. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
3rd and long for Rodgers. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
From the 32-yard line now, here is 2nd and 5. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle. 3rd and short yardage. It's Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend the lead.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense as they get set to take over once more. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. He's got it back complete to Turpin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.